The employee clutched up so good, bro. She gave me 25% off my whole order. Yo, what's good, y'all? Welcome back to Flipping PCs and Talking Drop Out of College. So, boys, this month, I'm not gonna lie, first half of March, kind of rough. I'm not gonna lie. But second half, we did pretty good. We ended up doing around $4,000 in total revenue and around $1,500 in total profit. So obviously month went well, but let me get you guys back up to speed on what actually happened, especially because I left you guys off where our 3080 build was not selling and it was just looking bleak. I'm not gonna lie. It sat for like 2 weeks, it didn't sell, it was looking bleak, but we had a little remontada. Yeah, we had a little comeback. I'm not even gonna lie to you. So let's get into it. Now, while I walk back to the house, let me show you guys what actually ended up happening to that 3080 build and what it sold for, my prices, profit, and the little mishap that I had with an eBay seller. But for those of you guys who aren't familiar with the channel and what I do, my name is TML. I personally flip computers and I'm a part-time college student. Now, at the moment, what I want to do is continue to grow my PCs and actually get it to a point where I'll be making as much, if not more, than a fresh college graduate. With that out of the way, let's get into this first build that you guys saw last episode. I can't lie, bro. I had like a whole transition plan and everything like that. I was looking for the clip. I just realized that I didn't record anything when I sold this PC. So I'm gonna just go ahead. I'm gonna give you a quick little recap right here. So obviously, you guys saw that build in the last video. It has a Ryzen 5 7600, RTX 3080, 32 gigabytes of RAM, 1 terabyte SSD, 750 watt power supply, blah, 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 blah. As far as what that build cost me, it ended up costing me $806.49. Now, this was primarily because of the RAM, as well as shipping. Shipping cooked my cost too, but yeah, it was just pretty bad, bro. It was just pretty bad, to be honest. So profit was about $180.85. It sold for $1,000 and change. I think it was $1,000 plus $85 shipping. I'll go ahead, I'll throw it up here. But yeah, overall, not the greatest profit on that build. I really wish for like a lot more, to be honest, because my cost initially was around $700, and then all of a sudden I added a bunch of different things to this $800. So honestly, that's the game. It is what it is, right? So obviously the RAM, the shipping, they kind of jacked up the prices, but it's all good. Sold that build off, and then now on to our next one. And that was actually a deal that we got. So I ended up getting in this mining rig, and let me just go ahead. Let me throw it back to my former self because I actually did record this part. So yeah. All right, boys. So we're on the way to grab that RTX 3070. Basically like the mining lot. So I have my personal PC here, and we are on the way out now to hopefully go and secure that rig. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon. Boys, we had to come on a little side quest. $50 B550A Pro. Overall, like a pretty nice board. Unfortunately, he doesn't have the IO shield, so he gave me $10 off for that. Ended up paying $50. Not the most insane deal, but it was just nice because it's like you know, I can just get the motherboard the same day, something like that. I mean, it's better than having to wait, in my opinion, and probably end up paying basically the same amount. But yeah, IO shield is a little bit of a bummer, but not the end of the world. So yeah, we are about to go home. We also got those GPUs. We got the whole entire like rack and everything like that. Ended up paying $1,100 for everything. It has the power supplies. I thought they were both 1600 watt titanium ones. One of them is platinum, one of them is titanium, so not a huge deal. But obviously, like, I mean, we're still gonna make good money on this. And as far as the cards, so we have two 3060 Ti's Founders Editions, one 3070 Founders Edition, one 3070 for the Win 3, and then two MSI Ventus 3060s, 12 gigabytes. So yeah, I mean, overall, pretty solid haul, in my opinion. As far as the cards themselves, I think the 3060 Ti's, one of them I already sold to a friend for $200. And then I think the other one I might list on Java, or I might try to trade for. So we'll see. Whatever kind of ends up working. I'm not really too pressed. So yeah, overall super happy. And let's get back. Boys, girls, it's a lovely day. Because we get to go to Micro Center. So we're hitting both Micro Centers within a very candid radius of my house. So that mining rig that I bought, I ended up selling one of the GPUs to my friend, so I went ahead and dropped that off. And then I'm borrowing this so that way I can test out this motherboard. I found like this random B450 just in the box, right? I had this basically like the Fantex 011 dynamic. I'll basically like put a little video of it up here. But I ended up seeing that there was a motherboard stuck in it, and I don't recall whether or not that works. I'm pretty sure last time I checked it wasn't working properly. But I wanted to see if maybe like a different CPU or a different RAM may work out. So yeah, hopefully we can get that working, because I do have that Ryzen 5 5500 that I'm grabbing at Micro Center. As well, at Micro Center, I'm grabbing some cable extensions. I'm grabbing a 650 watt gold power supply, a Ryzen 7 5700X. Overall, should be like a pretty nice little haul today. Apart from that, I have some parts coming in for the 3070 build that should be getting done tonight. I'm gonna hopefully list that today as well. So yeah, overall, sounds like a good plan. Hoping everything goes to plan today, and I will let you guys know. We finna come correct. We walking out with hella parts. Womp womp. Yeah. It's the only thing that they have that's 50 series. It's 5070. The rest is all like 3050s. Oh wait, never mind. A couple more over here. Oh, this is crazy. I've never seen it like this empty, bro. Literally like no cases at all. That is cooked. Bro, so I'm not gonna lie, bro. I was coming back from the Micro Center, and I'm walking back to my car now. Like, I came to do something entirely different. But anyways, bro, tell me why the employee clutched up so good, bro. She gave me 25% off my whole order. I'm gonna put it on screen, bro. I saved like $30 on the 5700X, $10 on the power supply, $10 on the extensions, and then like another 15 or 20 on the 5500, bro. It's like absolutely insane. I'm not gonna lie. So honestly, I'm like stupid happy about that, bro. It like lowers all my build costs. So all my build costs or both my build costs for these two builds, the 5500/3060 and then the 5700X/3070, they're both gonna be quite a bit lower, thanks to that employee. So Micro Center employee, if you're watching this, shout out you. I love you, appreciate you, keep doing what you do. All right, so I have pretty much all the parts laid out here except for the power supply, just because I gotta go grab that. It's actually on my personal PC right now, but anyways, as far as the motherboard, we have a MSI B550A Pro, and then 32 gigabytes of this King Bank RAM. It was the fastest thing that I could get on Amazon. That would come like basically next day. And then we have this 1 terabyte NVMe WD Blue SSD. It's pretty solid. And then for our CPU, we have the Ryzen 7 5700X. Our GPU is the EVGA RTX 3070 for the Win 3. So this one has like that nice RGB strip. And then we got some cable extensions, just some random Micro Center brand ones. And then a nice Thermalright AIO. You know we had to come correct with this. These are literally always on sale for like $40, $45. And yeah, you literally cannot go wrong with them. So yeah, pretty nice. And then as far as my case, I have the Montec XR. All reliable. I've done a couple of builds inside of here. It's a really nice case. And yeah, nothing too crazy to say about it. CP has back pins, bro. I'm not even surprised either, bro. To be honest, I should have checked it when I was in the store. Do we get a post? That is the question. Alrighty, so for this 3070 build, we ended up selling it around the 30th of March. So basically on the last day. And it ended up selling for $818.99 on Java. So it was actually somebody locally that was asking if they could possibly do like, oh, can I, split it in four? Can I pay it in four? And Java actually had an option for that. So I basically just listed it up on there and I said, hey, if you want, you can buy it on there. And then, obviously I can drop it off the next day, which they ended up doing. So that was pretty nice. Essentially kind of pushed us more towards that $4,000 goal that I was aiming for. Obviously we're a little bit shy, but not too terrible in my opinion. The build cost came out to $456 and change, and the profit ended up being about $362, which was really, really nice. Almost a 50% margin on that build. So yeah, guys, with that 3070 build done and dusted, we went ahead and we built that RTX 3060 build. And now let's get into that. What's up, guys? So it's been a couple days now since I've built both of these systems. I have the 5500 one in front of me, and then I have this 3070 one as well with the 5700X. So yeah, we have already sold a build. Let me show it to you guys. So the Ryzen 5 5500 and RTX 3060 build has already sold. So it sold yesterday, so I believe that's under 48 hours. I think it was like 44 or something like that. I'll put it on the screen. But yeah, so we've essentially already sold this PC. The profit was about 246 after shipping, for like the label, Java fees, everything. And the total sale price came out to about $673, $674, something like that. So yeah, pretty solid profit on this one. As you can see, like the build did turn out pretty nicely in my opinion. I think all black cable extensions would have looked better, but honestly, I can't complain as well. Like having that 2-day sale, it's really nice. Yeah, I'm about to go ahead, pop this back on, pop an Instapack in there, the startup guide, everything like that. Pop the label on the box, and then we are going to go ahead, ship this thing out, and hopefully get paid as soon as possible. This guy actually isn't too far away from me. So I did try to reach out and see if I could drop it off in person, but didn't get a response back from the Java people. So I wanted to just make sure I don't have any issues there. Like I could have dropped it off, definitely. Like he's only an hour and a half drive and he's next to the Micro Center, but I'd rather not take my chances. I'm just gonna ship it and then call it a day. I'm not gonna lie, we low-key suffering from success, bro. I just bought these, bro. I just bought these like a week ago, bro. All done. Boys, I'm lucky him. I'm not even gonna lie. Yo, so yesterday, I was chilling at the crib. It was Eid, happy Eid, Eid Mubarak to my brothers and sisters that celebrate. But anyways, bro, I'm chilling. I got a text from somebody. She's like, yo, I'm gonna put it on the screen. She's like, yo, can you take paying for, like, I would love to give it to you all right now, but I don't have it. I'm like, nah, I can't do that, right? So I do tell, like, I was thinking, like, I was gonna say some, like, some nice, some, like, witty or whatever, and just try to annoy her. But then I was thinking, like, yo, Jawa has a firm, bro. So like, hold on, I could just sell it to you on Java. And then I send it to her. She's like, yo, if I pre-approve, I'll buy it right now. I'm like, I bet. I send it to her. She approves. She buys it 3 minutes later, bro. Oh my God, y'all look here, bro. Look here. Nah, nah, nah. People, my boys, girls, everybody, sold the computer. Now as far as my payout, it should be coming basically in 2 days. So I sent like all my verification stuff like that over to the people at Java. So should be good. We should be good to go on that front. Basically just went in and dropped off the PC. Girl was super chill about it. Finna get our payout in 2 days, so not too bad. Honestly, not a bad way to end off the month. We're ending off around $4,000 in total sales, which is not bad, or around $1,800 in profit, which is decent. So obviously next month we got to improve on that in order to get closer to that 15K goal. But I'm really happy with our progress so far. I do have a couple of GPUs left from that mining rig that I ended up buying earlier in the month. So I still have a 3060 Ti, I have a 3070, I have a 3060. So I have builds coming. And I was supposed to buy that girl's old PC. Like I basically put the specs up and everything like her. Like as for the specs and all that, I basically threw her an offer, but she wasn't able to like wipe the PC for whatever reason. So I'm gonna come back another day for that. It's $125. It has a Ryzen 5 2600 RX 580. So decent build. I can go ahead. I can sell that for like $350, $400. And then just case swapping and stuff like that. So it's, I mean, that's pretty simple. But yeah, overall, super happy. That's a pretty solid way to end off the month and end off the episode. So if you guys like this type of content, let me know. Really do appreciate you guys for sticking around. And yeah, peace out.
Can't lie, bro. Yo, being outside, bro, is mad nice, bro. Like, you, man, bro. You might need to go outside, bro. I can't lie.